Psychic Sid. This is for Scorpio. Check your Pluto and where you have Scorpio in your astrological chart. You do not have to be a Scorpio resident with this reading. You can have Scorpio somewhere in your astrological chart. You could be energetically connecting to somebody who has Scorpio somewhere in their astrological chart. Or you came across this reading and it just resonates for you. Okay? I will be reading for August 30th, 2022 on a Tuesday. Today is August 13th on a Saturday, 2022, as I read it. Okay. Let's get right into it. This will be hosted in the location Los Angeles, California. Okay. Scorpio, you're really shining brightly, but flying under the radar in a retrospect of a lot of people have their eyes on you, a lot of people are watching you, but you're not having to do a lot in order to make that happen. It's like all these people are watching you and you're able to just sort of relax and feel very comfortable in your element. And not have to do a lot in order to get attention, essentially. You're being recognized, especially by masculine energies, or in your career, you're being very publicly recognized by those around you. Many of you work in the entertainment industry. I see Venus and Leo energy here. I also see Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Ophiuchus. I do see you getting a promotion. Congratulations. Many of you work with animals. You may dance, act, rap, sing. You may work with beauty. You may work with fashion, makeup, legality, agriculture, mining, construction. Okay. Many of you also are, the way you look at masculine figures has changed. That's what you will be finding during that time. What's transformed is a cycle is over, a 12-year cycle is over, because you learned how to love yourself. Also, there's healing if there has been the death of some masculine figures in your life, okay, that were significant to you or that greatly impacted you. Many of you are ending a relationship with a Capricorn or an Aquarius, or a Capricorn or an Aquarius is ending a relationship with you. Okay. And that could be in anything. That could be in regarding inheritance, finances. Some of you are inheriting something from your father or from masculine figures. Okay. Like, you know, in your family or something of that nature, you could be inheriting something. Or inheriting something from a masculine figure. The way that you have been recognized is ending in order for a new beginning. It does feel very different for you, but you do see the manifestations happening in the physical reality. So you do know that the work you're putting in actually is paying off, Scorpio. You are in a routine. If you're a mother, you're a very amazing mother. Many of you, if you're feminine energy, you work from home. I also see that there's pregnancy here. You're taking very good care of yourself, not so hard on yourself. Little things need to be perfect, and if I can't, you know, if it's not right this way, then you're going to try to do it again and do it a different way. It's almost like you're being very gentle with yourself, and you're willing to learn new things, not only just about yourself, but about how do you want to live on a day-to-day basis. Do you enjoy involving this in your routine, right? And the way you look at health will be changing as well. I see Taurus energy, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, Pisces energy, Taurus, Libra energy, as well as Virgo energy. You're very proficient at work. Many people are recognizing the work that you're putting out. And they feel like they learn a lot from you. You could be into philosophy, psychology, spirituality. Some of you prisons, institutions, asylums. If you're in a relationship, it does teach you to love yourself more, and it teaches your significant other to love themselves more in that particular relationship. It does feel like opposites attracted in the relationship, but ultimately the feminine energy is someone who holds a lot of unconditional love, and is someone who's deeply admired by their significant other. Whoever the feminine energy is deeply admired. If you're single and you are feminine energy, then you are a very beautiful and nurturing energy, a woman, or feminine energy. Drop dead gorgeous. Everybody wants to be around you. Everybody wants to know you. Everyone wants to talk to you or be associated with you. If you are a single masculine energy watching this, there is a feminine energy that you will come across in your life whose love will extend your lifespan. Her love has the capability to do that. But she is receptive. She does not pursue. She sits on her throne. That's what you do, Scorpio. You sit on your throne as a feminine energy. If you're single, you're meeting someone who's in the same constitution, institution, foundation, church, service as you, or they believe in the same type of religion or spirituality or belief system as you. You guys both want monogamy or both want a traditional relationship. I keep hearing, it's like music. It's a lot of music. Yeah. It's a lot of music. So you could be a musician or you are connecting to music very well during this time, Scorpio. I'm also seeing, Scorpio, that there's abundance coming towards you because you sort of surrendered to new identity and awareness that transformation requires you to do what's never been done before, not even for yourself, or maybe just not in general, right? You like change and transformation. It's not something that you go searching for. Let it just be finding you, Scorpio. When it finds you, you're like, yo, I'm gonna do it. Many of you are going to overcome this. For some of you, you're graduating. Others of you, it's like you can finally commit to you. And finally commit to something that makes you happy in your own dreams. It's like abundance comes towards you because you surrender to it. Many of you may work in prisons, institutions, and asylums. There is someone around you who just gets you. It's a Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, masculine energy. You know, some of you, there's an unexpected birth happening as well. I'm also seeing that there could have been stagnancy in a relationship, like erectile dysfunction or just lack of sexual intimacy. I also feel like you could be looking at what is it that you desire regarding romantic relationship differently. You could be looking at it differently from a sense of Christ consciousness. Your significant other, whoever the masculine energy is someone who knows what makes you happy, sad, what makes you, you know, smile, what makes you laugh. And if you're single, this is someone coming into your life that grows into that sense of awareness, okay, and is interested in you romantically. If you're a feminine energy, you look very tempting. Almost like taboo, like I mean, Scorpio is a very cryptic and mysterious energy as it is. It rules, you know, the dead. It also rules transformation, change, the phoenix, esoteric, occult. It represents the shamans. It also represents what is not seen. Scorpios, even when they're in relationships, will always have a part of themselves that they will hide away from the rest of the world to keep for themselves. It is their right to be able to have that small part for themselves. And Scorpio, you're in this awareness that you look very good, especially if you're a feminine energy. If you're a masculine energy, there's a feminine energy that's making you feel very aroused. And you're taking action to communicate to the individual. Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, Pisces. Also see Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio energy. Now you've also rebelled against the expectation to appear as if everything is always okay. You're basking in the change. Not necessarily, oh, I'm not going to feel good until I get to this certain part of my life or into this certain part of transformation. No, I'm going to enjoy the whole thing, the good, the bad, as I'm going through it, right? I like that. Because you're not, especially if you're a feminine energy, it's because you're not trying to necessarily hide who you are, but you're also not putting yourself in a position to lose your sense of privacy and dignity. It's like a rebellion. It's like an embracing of a new philosophical belief and way of feeling about yourself and how you manifest. It goes against everything you ever stood for. Almost like accepting, because remember, you are the number 8, Scorpio. The polarity of yourself, right? All these things that a lot of people in their life say, oh, I don't like. It's really just a mirror of themselves. So really, Scorpio, you're recognizing the good and bad of oneself. That is unconditional love. Ooh, got chills down my legs. All right, this is your reading, Scorpio. Let's get into your reading. What's the future for Scorpio? You can live in a really hot climate. You live in a really hot climate. Almost like, you know, it seems almost counterintuitive, right? To be so hot, right? And then to walk into an even hotter environment, right? You know, to do things like dance. It's going to make you hot, even though you're already hot. But it's about the experience, not about the details. I feel like you're not even necessarily worried about the details. You're more focused on the experience, the feeling, the moments of breath, moments of time. Because time doesn't really exist. It's really like whispers of breath, right? This instance. And then this instance, and then this instance. There's an appreciation for it, right? It's like, why not? Why not live right now? Don't wait till tomorrow. Live now. That's funny. You have the 8th house, which you are. Basement, Vigna, which is obstacles. You have Sattva, the maintainer, balance. You also have 4th house, dining room and kitchen. This is Matri, which also means mother. So, you're feeling very creative, like you feel inspired to create. It is stemming from sexual energy. It is very balanced. It comes from an emotional space, and then it's almost like an emotional space of what has been hidden from the rest of the world that maybe only your, the people that maybe you live with, or your family, or even your mother, or the women in your family have gotten to see, right? Moving from those emotions to the emotions that you hide from the rest of the world and only keep for yourself. Okay. This is the balance of it as well, because the next step would be Piscean energy, where you completely drown in the emotion and surrender to it, essentially. Piscean energy is when you go to the extremes to deal with the emotion, which is like rock bottom. Those are the people who get hooked on, like pills, and this can be, they get hooked on alcohol, drugs, prostitution. They get hooked on, like if they're a tax auditor, they could be somebody who gets hooked on the vibration of inflicting harm onto other people, being very, a sense of like judgment as well. It's like rock bottom though. It's rock bottom until you can't deal with the emotion anymore, right? These people, this can be like suicide, Piscean energy suicide. So this is when the emotion is so deep that you literally, these people have difficulty to stay afloat of that particular emotion. Okay, this is the actual balance. So Scorpio, you're actually in the balance of emotion, but this is also your sense of nature. You're in a sense of goodness when it comes to your transformation, which is right in between. It's not too energetic, but it's not also dormant. You're not being ignorant to what it is that you want to change in your life. You are aware of what it is that you feel very passionate about. And it brings you a lot of organization. It brings you a lot of routine and structure without being too, without there being too much pressure. I also see you receiving a promotion, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. There's something about your heart or your breast. And for some of you, it could also be your anus. There's something about that for you. Many of you are receiving an inheritance and leaving behind a legacy. Many of you are also getting a new car. There's a new sense of emotional foundation for you, though, that you're finding deep within yourself that's always been there. It's not necessarily something that you need to find with, outside of yourself. It's a new sense of belief. Many of you are also going to a teacher. I see Virgo energy here. You may be spending more time also away from your significant other, like spending more time by yourself. Okay? If you're single, you are seeking a more spiritual connection in a relationship. And recognizing that there's a 12-year cycle that has ended regarding you not knowing your identity and having commitment issues. At the first sign of commitment, it's like, energetic shift. It's like that has transformed to bring you more balance into your life. What is the future for Scorpio? What is the future for Scorpio? Two of Cups, Venus and Cancer. Can be Leo. A very compatible relationship. Many of you, if you're feminine energy, everything you touch right now turns into gold. I also see Venus and Leo energy here. Many of you work. Ooh, wow, beautiful. Pisces and Mars. Many of you work in the entertainment industry or with animals. You're very well known. It's the future. Please for Scorpio. And the Knight of Cups. Oh my goodness. We got all of that. Wow. That's insane. Okay. Well, I'll show you what we got, okay? Alright. So you have the hidden energy being the moon, Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius. There's someone who has a crush on you that is revealing themselves to you. You also have the King of Swords in reverse, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Alright. Alright, so if you're single, you will be meeting someone you're very compatible with, somebody you can be friends and lovers with at the same time and have a very compatible relationship with. And that's because you didn't decide to just settle for anything. You're like, I want the best of the best. I want, you know, a happily ever after. And you will receive that, Scorpio. This person has some type of emotions for you that they want to express. They want to ask you on a date, spend time with you. They're emotionally and romantically interested in you. They're a masculine energy that is approaching you. They are revealing how they feel towards you emotionally. And yeah, they've been watching you. Many of you work in like the public eye, so you may work regarding like having to talk about celebrities or the famous. You could work with TMZ or The Shade Room, Baller Alert, Gossip in the City, anything basically regard like NBC, ABC. You could be a news anchor. Many of you work with the wealthy, like you work with the famous. So you could be a hairstylist, makeup artist. You may be a fashion designer. Okay. Or you have many clients that are famous. If you're in a relationship, you are the happiest you've ever been in that relationship, and your significant other is proposing to you. Sorry for ruining the surprise. Also, you guys are very compatible and very happy. Like, this is one of the most simplest reads I've done all day. Wow. Yeah. If you're in a relationship, you're just really happy. That's what's coming up in the future for you. I see your the masculine energy being very romantic. I do see that there could be an absentee father with the King of Swords in reverse, or this could be someone that you've encountered in your past that was very abusive, verbally abusive, tried to tear you down, or be very negative towards you. They're losing their reputation. Whoever this masculine energy is, they are losing their reputation. As people see them for who they truly are. Okay? If you're a feminine energy, you're deeply respected by others. And you're very good at business. You're very practical, very nurturing. And you don't switch it up. You're very healthy. You're very consistent, especially when it comes to what you do for your career. You're very financially stable if you're a feminine energy. There's a masculine energy that uses other profiles to watch you and talk negatively about you. This masculine energy could be a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, a counselor, someone who works with the human body. This could be someone who works with technology, fraternities, brotherhoods. This person could work with groups, anything involving groups. They could work with the LGBTQ community. This individual could even work in the military and the government. Philosophy, they could work with psychology or spirituality. They could even be an astrologer with the King of Swords in reverse. They're very, whoever this masculine energy is, they're very psychologically manipulative, very mentally manipulative, and mentally abusive. Okay. they have mental health issues with the King of Swords in reverse as well. Okay. This can also be like this person does not have a moral conscience. They go by their own rules. They have no sense of moral conscience about like how their actions impact other people. And so that's why they are losing their reputation. Okay. This can also be someone who may get violent. The King of Swords in reverse is them to potentially commit acts of, violence, murder, anger, aggression. So please be careful. All right, but this has been your reading. Thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. And remember, this could be like a colleague, schoolmate, sibling, friend, co-worker, or partner, someone you have to co-parent with. Okay, that has like just is very negative and is trying to. For some of you, this is about parental rights. This person's trying to get your parental rights taken away. Sun and Scorpio, can be Aries. Could have been child abuse, child neglect. This person's getting their child, they're getting their custody rights taken away. Because they're an absentee father, they're not a good father with the King of Swords in reverse. And many of you are famous, well known. Jupiter and Leo, can be Pisces, Ophiuchus. You like to be seen with your significant other in public. And if you're single, a lot of people want to be seen with you. You're very popular, well known, and people really like you. Many of you are just famous. You work in the entertainment industry, philosophy, psychology, spirituality, animal, beauty, rapping, dancing, acting, singing. There's a victory here though for you. You are being celebrated. I do see you may have like multiple jobs that you do, that you enjoy doing. You're also taking money from one account, putting it into another, trading accounts, okay? This person could also work with technology. This masculine energy, this King of Swords in reverse could also work with technology. This has been or communications. This has been your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. Ashe.